A bill headed to the House would change the way alternative forms of energy, such as solar power, are valued in the state. As J.D. Gray reports, the bill is creating concern among some invested in solar energy.
Between 2012 and 2015, Mady Hirschland worked with congregations around the state from many different denominations to install solar panels and reduce their energy use.
You look out, you see the sun, and you know that it's powering your lights and your refrigerator and coming right from your roof into your building.
The roof of Congregation Beth Shalom in Bloomington is lined with solar panels. They cost the congregation more than $50,000 in 2013. It's an expense the congregation is still working to recoup, but they're getting help from a process called net metering.
Net metering is a policy that allows people who install solar panels on, let's say, their rooftops to essentially get reimbursed when they generate more electricity than they consume. Typically, in most cases, summer people are generating more power than they use their house, right? So in essence, they get a credit.
They can redeem that credit for energy when they can't derive all of their energy from the sun. At the State House, a bill passed through the Senate that means changes for how that energy is repaid.
We're trying to adapt Indiana's energy policy to reflect the changing mix of generation sources and its impact upon consumer rates.
The bill's author says it's good for the environment that people are using more renewable energy and less coal, but he says the current model is not sustainable.
Currently, the people who produce that electricity get paid full retail rates for the energy they produce. That's about 3 times more than wholesale rates. As more people begin to participate in this, it can have a negative impact on consumers' energy bills.
The bill lessens the reimbursement rate. Instead of retail, over a series of years, people would begin receiving the lesser rate of wholesale multiplied by 1.25.
I think it's actually very fair, and it's a response to the concerns that were raised to the introduced bill.
According to the National Conference of State Legislatures, net metering has shown annual growth over 50% for 4 consecutive years. Solar panels are falling in price, making them more affordable for average people to purchase. And the technology has improved, making them a more competitive power source.
But I think it's a fine thing to promote the use of solar energy. I just think that that subsidy is too high.
I think it is sustainable. It is the system that many states have in operation. So Indiana's not unique. There are about 40 states that have some system in place that allows for net metering. And in most cases, it is based on the retail rate of electricity.
And Koniski says that more solar panels can lead to more jobs.
There are about 2,700 jobs in the solar industry in the state currently. And there's an incredible amount of opportunity for new growth. But in order to have new job creation in solar, you have to have the policies in place to create the incentives for the installation in particular.
Congregation Beth Shalom would be grandfathered into the retail rates since their panels are already in place. The congregation doesn't sell a lot of energy back to the utility company, but it's significant enough that they plan their year with the benefits in mind.
Everyone knows that solar and renewables are the future, just like kerosene was the past that electricity became in, and horse and buggies went out and cars are in. Renewables are the futures.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm J.D. Gray.
Now, at the federal level, a tax credit for solar panels was recently extended through 2019. After that, it will be phased out.